sports in the National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The veteran Jason Myers will get this one started. And off we go from the Steel City. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Right to the air from the 30 on the first play. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
Just seems like every year, Mike, the tight end position just continues to grow within the passing game and establishes a bigger and bigger role. And listen, I know I'm biased, but if you want to have a good passing game, you better have a good tight end.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could tell the entire time that running back is just looking for his crease to get vertical and cut back. But the defense does a great job. Inside-out pursuit, strings this ball out towards the sideline. Nowhere to go, and they make a big stop for no gain.
Back to throw. To the outside. Catch made by Brown.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. They'll throw here on 3rd and short. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Micah Fitzpatrick up to make the stop. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Russ connecting with the tight end. That's Fant. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
That is fielded at the 13. And he'll get a few yards on this return up past the 15-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to possess the football for the 2nd time. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. This drive will start on the ground. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
The defensive coaches, they preached all week, Mike. They have to have relentless pursuit of this quarterback when he tries to extend the play. So often it results in a great play for the offense and a big pickup. This time, because of that pursuit, it leads to a big loss.
This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Second down and 3. They'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. Third and a yard. Oh, a bad time to run out of time. They don't get the playoff on third and short. So instead of third and short, it's now third and 6. Play action. It's Wilson. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Wilson's been doing this a long time. He knows the drill, slides to avoid the contact, and picks up the first down. A first down there. Gain of 14 yards.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
Second down and 8. Play action. Now Wilson. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. It is a gain of 16. They get the third down conversion by about a yard.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, that on third down or critical moments, that's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Now a give on the ground. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd down.
Try to pick this one up on the ground. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up. They're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? In this 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And this time they are ready for him. Thrown for a loss, and it's 2nd down.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They go play action now. Wilson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, here's Russ. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Tyler Lockett, touchdown Seattle.
Well, you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their 2nd possession.
After the TD, Myers comes on now to kick it away. Brown now to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That's into traffic, but taken in on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Offense is giving you when you can stay ahead of the chains and just take these easy pitch and catch throws underneath, hitch routes, quick game. Now it puts you in a lot more favorable down and distances to eventually attack this defense a little bit more downfield.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. 17 yards on that play. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
Back to the sideline and intercepted. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
So often when it comes to safeties, Mike, we talk about their speed and their range. But for him to be able to come up and make a tackle and be physical at the point of attack and keep this ball carrier to no gain, that's pretty impressive.
On second down, Russ. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down. So they'll talk over what to do on this third down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. And we're back to the Steel City after this. Third down, 3 to go. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with the safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. On second down, they run the counter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
It is 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
At some point, you would just like to see that internal clock start to speed up. The longer the play goes on, the more vulnerable you become as the quarterback. Get rid of the ball, but no matter what, you have to avoid the sack.
Here's Michael Dixon now, and he'll be kicking right into the full effects of the wind. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Thrown left side, the catch is made. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick because that ball is coming out. When they called that sweep, Mike, obviously they're thinking, let's pick up the first down. They didn't quite get to the chains, but I think they're going to be pretty happy with that gain.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Up the middle they go. And the defense there to meet them. They'll hold them to 2 and bring up 3rd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. Then you say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The Seahawks offense ready to take over possession of the football. They lead it here in the second quarter, 7-0, as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now, faking the give. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
Really just been a combination of errors here on this drive. I mean, the sack on 1st down put him in a bad spot. Then the incompletion there trying to gain it back on 2nd. And now they find themselves in a critical 3rd down here, or they're facing a 3 and out.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. They'll look to set up the screen here. And he's out of bounds, up beyond the 40-yard line. What a letdown for the defense. They allow a conversion on 3rd and 16.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Not much there. Maybe a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Wilson. This one finds Lockett down the left side. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now it's Wilson. A ball deep for the end zone. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but that once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
As this offense continues to try to find its way out of this hole, things are going to just continue to get more difficult if they can't protect the passer. The longer you trail, the more the defense knows you need to throw the ball, and they're going to have to protect their quarterback a lot better than they did there.
They'll run for the first time with their fullback. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. It is a gain of 16. They get the third down conversion by about a yard.
That's about as big time as you get. There's a saying, Mike, that you really judge your quarterback by his ability to operate, not only on third down, but what they call third and pass, meaning it's such a long down and distance, they have no choice but to air the ball out. And when you can convert third downs at that distance, chances are you got a pretty big-time quarterback. This ball carrier just didn't want to go down, and this defense, they had to throw everything they had at him, Mike. He just kept fighting and fighting, but finally when they were able to get him on the ground, they were able to do it for a loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. The Seahawks offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And this is going to be a Seahawks first down. He's up to the 45-yard line.
This is one of those cases where having high-end speed in the backfield can be such a game changer. The offensive linemen don't need to hold their blocks quite as long. You give this guy a little bit of a crease, and man, he is gone.
They'll go with a counter on first down. And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be 2nd down. Wilson now, off the bootleg. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
On 3rd down, they'll try to get it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here. Looks like a pretty good spot, though. Yes, he's got it. That's a 1st down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. A pickup there of 28 yards.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now in that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch. They went for it all on that one,
and I believe the referee was buzzed by the replay officials, indicating let's get a closer look at this. They trigger this automatically in the last 2 minutes of the half. Now the point after try from Myers. The kick is good. And the Seahawks move out on top, 14-0. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes to 22 seconds remaining till halftime. Here's Cameron Johnston now. He's got the wind at his back as he's on to punt this one away. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense going to take over just before the half. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter. Looking to run away with this one before halftime. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Now Russ. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage, and it sets up fourth down. On comes the punter now. He's on to punt it for the fourth time tonight. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. So we've reached halftime, and the visiting Seahawks are out in front as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, here comes D. Eskridge on the return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. Checking it down, this one is caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
A handoff here, up the middle. And he's going to have a first down. Tackle made up at the 33-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Out of the gun, here's Russ. And that is incomplete.
So you have to imagine this offense goes in at halftime. They're feeling pretty good about the position they are, especially knowing they possess the ball coming out for the second half. You want to put together a great drive and add to the lead. No time to be conservative, no time to just sit on this ball and punt. You want to keep the pressure on the defense and score every time you get it.
And no run back here. Fair catch taken at the 17-yard line. The home team's offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Now a run, and it's their fullback with the carry. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his man Brown. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Now a give up the middle. He will have a Steelers first down. They are able to move the sticks. It's a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Just seems like another case of predetermining where the quarterback is going to go with the ball. He had a lot of good route options on that last concept. I think if he just remains a little bit more patient, read the play out, let it unfold, will lead to some easier and better completions.
And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
We see teams more and more throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, really for 2 reasons. 1, they're confident that they can pick up the first down with yards after the catch. 2, teams' willingness to go for it on 4th down is at an all-time high.
Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Throwing is Wilson. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big gain.
A handoff as they try to run it here. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Play action. Now Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd down, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, Mike. Living in these 3rd and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away. He'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now the return. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The home team's offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. First down throw there is incomplete.
There was no hesitation from the quarterback. From the jump, he knew where he wanted to go with that ball, but still leads to an incompletion. They're just still not quite on the same page.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Run a little inside draw with their fullback. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Right back to the fullback. Whoa! Still fighting. What a run. Shedding tacklers. Picks up 9 on the play. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. On play action, he'll set up to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And the tackle's going to be made down at the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can build off of. They got a long way to go to get back into this game, but so far off to a good start.
And he's going to be taken down, but not until he reaches the 20-yard line.
This is a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll get about 8 on that one, most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the 1st down.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but 1st down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. He's got it at the 3.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get 1 more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
They'll try to run this one in, and he will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. This taken just shy of the goal line. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he is tough to bring down. Finally, the defense gets him on the ground. It'll be no gain on that play.
This play right here is just a clear example of just how hard it is to bring this back down, Mike. I mean, he had to break multiple tackles just to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But give credit to the defense. They kept bringing bodies at him, and they're eventually able to get him down for no gain.
Wilson now to throw on, and they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
The Seahawks sending out their punt team. As this drive went backwards, he's on to kick it away. Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Drive will start on the ground. Credit him for trying to escape. The defense, though, was on that. And finally, they bring him down behind the line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll stick with him again. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right, and I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Going right sideline and complete. Love to start any drive like that. 18 on the first play. And a 1st down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conserved. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately
in 7. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. They'll run on second down. And that one going to be closed down in the backfield. Great defensive play. Knifing in and dropping him for a loss.
You know, at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Steelers offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. First and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. He's going to air this one out, and this will be incomplete.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open, and that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This one, returnable. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The visitors' offense back onto the field for their next possession. He'll turn and hand this one off. And he'll take this forward for about 5. Now give on the ground. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play. Early indications of a hold. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
From the gun on third down, Wilson. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And that's going to lead to a fourth down.
When you get the ball in this situation, what you're looking to do is not only end the drive with a touchdown to put the game away, but you'd love to chew up some clock. So with that incomplete pass now likely putting an end to this series, that's a big opportunity for them to try to close this game out.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Again, they'll try to power forward with their fullback. And he'll get about 5 past the 30-yard line. Back to throw. That is going to be caught by the rookie wideout. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down. Out of the gun, here's a run up the gut. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. And he'll get this close to a first down. Gets about 7, maybe a yard short of the first down.
Very positive returns on that run. I mean, really, the only thing not to like is that they weren't able to move the chains. But you know what? The way he ran there, I think they go right back to him and see if he has even a bigger carry in him.
They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And the defense can't come up with a stop there. Gain of 7 and a first down.
Critical third down conversion there, Mike. Now brings up a fresh set of downs. You find yourself here trailing in the fourth quarter. They got to go down and score, and they got to score fast.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and there wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Quick hitting slant there. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a really important pickup there on that last completion. Not only does it set up first and goal, but allows everybody in the huddle to just take a deep breath. We're no longer in this frantic offensive possession. Let's get our best play. Let's make sure everyone...
He puts it up, and it's caught. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A huge touchdown there in the fourth quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the fourth quarter. All even. Fourth quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. The visitors' offense starting to trot out for this next possession. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They go play action now. Wilson. That's complete. It's Metcalf. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Awful time to get a penalty. Now 1st and 15. They'll motion over Metcalf. Wilson. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
So second down, and they'll run it. He'll pop this ahead for about 4, but it will set up third down. They'll run. Looking for room out on the edge. You're not going to find any. As a matter of fact, I think they tracked him down behind the line of scrimmage. Good job by the defense, and it's fourth down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. Important punt here in this tie game late. That's fielded at about the 18. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. We're all even, fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Quick throw out wide. It's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And they'll be set up now. up past the 40 with that one.
I think it's clear, Mike. I think they have their sights set on winning this game in regulation. I don't think overtime is even in the picture. They are trying to be aggressive, continue to move this ball down. Can they find a way to pull this game off here late in the fourth quarter?
Open man down the field is Miller. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts to get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to go in this one. Here's 2nd down. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. They'll run here. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yardage, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down. They'll put the tight end Miller in motion. They'll stick to the ground. Trying to find some seam out there, but he will not. They get him behind the line, and 4th down is coming up. So out comes the veteran, Chris Boswell, in a big spot. This a potential game winner. Got the distance, and it's good. He knocks it through from long range. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here's Eskridge now to return it. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Seahawks offense make their way out to take over once more. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's brought down, but they are out of timeouts. So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They took this one down to the wire. The late field goal does the trick. And they walk away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.